Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries from distance.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Now this could be a chance.
He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away.
Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Oh, that's clever.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he was quick to react. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all.
Thuram.
And they've got a throw. Schneider, passing is crisp. Can he finish?
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Neymar. Great vision.
Played into space out wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shot could be on. He has found the way through.
Neither side yet able to find the net.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Oakland Roots couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Oakland Roots clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! A finish right from the top draw!
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the first goal of the game.
It's Neymar!
He's hit it first time.
Ah, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart from me, and he's had a good go at it.
well played, well sorted out. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that was nowhere near his best. And this is Pele. He's through, it's Pele! It's loose, and one more try! Guardiola. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Neymar, and he welcomes it in. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Darwin. That is good alertness. That's a little off target.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Pele. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar, he's picked his way through. Del Piero. Pullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. That looks a good ball through. Pele, big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Tries a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had a hit!
Minutes has been indicated.
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose, this time surely! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So
he gets big! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Nunez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now it's Neymar. Nunez. He's had it taken off him. Nunez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. Oh, he's had a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Rhode Island are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few...
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do, to further improve their position of comfort.
That is some save from Khan.
It's run loose, he's been caught napping. Tries to get it clear.
Passing nice and shoots!
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Darwin Núñez. Number 20, Schneider. Number 24, Messi. Number 23, Neymar. Number 3, Marquinhos.
Owen.
Number 13.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
Coming on the
Nicely
field.
weighted ball.
Number 18.
And that's been won straight back.
Number 17.
Baresi with the slide tackle there.
Number 7,
Can he spark a counter here?
Number
That's a
21,
nicely shaped ball.
Owen.
Rijkaard
Number
has
4,
given away a free kick.
Adams. Number 8, Conte. The attendance for this match was 29,000.
Gets it ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref.
Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. Rooney absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Pelé. Stood up well to him there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Rhode Island clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rijkaard.
Strokes it back. Knocks it into space. No, that's been intercepted. Rooney is onto this.
Del Piero.
Now it's Pelé. Good ball, good take. And he's lost his man here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably...
Del Piero! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Oh, smashing header! He scores! Just cruising! They are cruising! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He's through, now is he in? He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard.
Shot, surely! He's scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
So this to extend their lead.
That is some save from Khan. Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Chance for a shot! It's in!
And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And back to the keeper they go.
And the keeper's given it, and Hullet! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Dani Olmo, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, they can break here.
Good take, and it's...
Can he finish? Sticks it away! How many? Just how many? And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
This is a hard one to take, but
Your
we'll
final
be back
thoughts, Jim?
stronger,
Oakland Roots
won't we?
desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Oakland Roots clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pele! Pele! Brilliant from Pele!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps... And he shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pinches it off him. Very nicely done. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Nice sequence of passes, this. And the finish! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
There's a no-nonsense tackle. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Baresi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the through ball. Poor robust challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a nicely wasted shot, surely! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Pele, Mbappe, real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so...
He's one-on-one, and Del Piero!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Not the most convincing of passes. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mbappe has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And they're back on the ball again. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Schneider. He's on it. Can he get away? Neymar! And it's played in. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's Pirlo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pirlo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That should get the job done. And the shot! Against the crossbar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Thuram. Rijkaard. Bullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped
There
it.
will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? And that has left him in a heap. Neymar. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
Baresi. Schneider. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten. Van Basten! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. No, well, the pickings certainly
So that
have
was the
been rich in this
half.
first half.
We believe the boys can turn it around. Of course they will.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Messi. Schneider. Khan claims comfortably. And this is Schneider. Rijkaard. Baresi. Passing nice and neat. Messi takes a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. There's a searching pass. Back in possession.
Great chance!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And this is Neymar. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And this is Messi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 20, Schneider. Number 24, Messi.
Can he get on the end of this?
23, Neymar. Number 13,
Rooney, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Number 18, Erling Haaland. Number 17,
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Number 8, Conte.
And he's there to get it away. No foul, says the referee. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Del Piero. Pele looking to add to his goal. Pirlo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Now there's a... Owen! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Climbs up big! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Dani Olmo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Del Piero. Messi. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Shot could be on.
Oakland roots really are showing all the necessary...
He's had a shot! They would have been quick to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, cracking. Haaland! And that could have brought them level.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Face to face with the keeper. Plenty to aim at here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Roberto Carlos. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Look at the space here. Can he finish? He has done it! Do not write them off. Back they come. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Substitution on the field. Number 2.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have ourselves a real game here.
Substitution.
Well, this poses a very interesting question.
Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Now it's Rooney. Great vision.
Oh, played right into his path.
Chance! Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too...
And a chance! Goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he...
And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Marquinhos has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. Great chance here to level it up.
Neymar!
All hands on deck for this one.
Chance! Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And the action has already restarted. Haaland, probing pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Dani Olmo, nice looking ball. Gattuso. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Neymar. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
It's bounced back off the post.
Rijkaard.
Now it's Owen. And there's green grass ahead of him. Rooney.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
McManaman. Mbappe.
He's a sharp little ball here. Hangs in across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland. And he's intervened well there.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Neymar! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
But it's Owen.
He can get that clear.
So their fourth corner of the game.
There will be one
He's
more
got
added
full.
time.
Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Extra time reaches half-time.
And we'd like to inform you now that
But it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution on the field. Number 3, Marquinhos. Coming
And
on
so the
field
last
is
chance to find a winner.
Number 4, Adams.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? And this is Rooney. Haaland is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Can he get it through? And this is Pele.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot. In he goes again. Oh, that's incredible. Late in the day, this could well be it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And it's Salah. Neymar. It's Neymar! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Gattuso wins the duel this time. Now it's Haaland.
And this is Rooney.
Oakland Roots really can only do one thing now, Pete.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once.
Baresi has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's seen better.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shift.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Played out wide. It's a promising position. That's a decent clearance. No way through. Clipped into space. He has a look up.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's on it, can he get away? Nice interception, well timed. That pass has been well in... And he's had a hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he has shown him a yellow card. Van Basten. He can run onto that. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi, he's picked his way through. Can he finish? Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. And it's Hullet. Goes for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hullet. He's in a good position here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Del Piero ready to try one.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Del Piero! Not the most accurate pass. And Hullet! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Del Piero. No foul, says the referee. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, they could be caught out here. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pirlo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi gets into some space. And he's hit it long.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Hullet tries to pass it through. He's having a shot! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem!